Hello, my name is William Barrons, and I'm here to reflect upon my portfolio project for English 250 with Instructor Craft. Altogether, I believe it was a great project, and it was great practice for what my future career will mostly be part of. I already have to write some memos in the military, and I also have written just professional emails at my employer as well, but nothing to the scale of what I created for this. And altogether, I learned quite a bit about the way you word stuff and how looking up sources to back up any of your statements that you make for, in my example, morale. I mean, I could just say what I believe morale is, but if I have professional works that say what morale is and what people have studied and said morale works best in multiple workplaces, backs up what I think, and makes the reader who was my boss, who was boss at this, the target of this memo, will read that and say, okay, yeah, he's coming. He did his research, and everything was founded, to be fact. What I would do differently the next time would be, I believe I would create a better outline. I think I didn't create a very good outline, and I rushed a lot of this project towards the end there. I ran into some trouble with scheduling. I had a military commitment that I had to go to at the time, so towards the end there I had to rush some things together. So I believe the outline would have worked out great. I would have created an outline where I would have transitioned some of my paragraphs together better, or even some of my thought processes. The original works that I had for citations, after I was writing the paragraphs, I had a hard time. It didn't seem like some of those worked out too good. Even when I did create the annotated biography, I went back and I looked at it, and they just some of the citations just didn't fit too well. But I still made it work because I thought, looking in the virtual library and things, I just thought that the sources I found were the best sources at the time. But looking back at it, I was like, maybe I could have found something better on the internet. Also, I would have liked to have finished it earlier, so I could have turned it into Smart Thinking to get a little bit better feedback, and then I would have used, I could have used a little help in my thesis. I believe I rewrote that thesis probably like 4 or 5 times until I came up with something that I thought would have worked. For the course, writing a clear memo, picking sources out of the virtual library. I also did good analysis of a source that was not in the virtual library, which is the Harvard Business Journal source. I found that, and that had some great information. I found it on the World Wide Web, and I've had no luck whatsoever finding sources just on a common internet search that are credible anyways. So the Harvard Business Journal is something that is pretty well-founded source, and I used it confidently. For the institutional outcomes, I believe that this, by me picking the morale in the workplace, I have seen it at my workplace. The morale kind of gets crushed on a daily basis by the employers. The employees, I think they do deserve a pat on the back every once in a while, and I don't know if they get it enough. They work hard, and they deserve to get appreciated for that. I just don't know if managers see that. In the military, you work with people every day. You're kind of like a working manager. You have to, give your guys a pat on the back and say, hey, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. You got to keep the morale up, and that's why I picked this topic, and it's important to me, because the golden rule is you treat people the way you would like to be treated, and I think morale, and I guess ethics, comes right down to the issue as well. Treat people ethically, and morale will, if you treat people ethically, morale will take care of itself, in my opinion. Dependability. I was not very dependable on this project. I was told to have it in. I was a day late. I apologize for that. I also was short a little bit on the length of the paper on the memo itself. I'm pretty sure I missed a couple of important things that you'll probably catch me on, and I did appreciate all the feedback that you've ever given me on this. So, thank you. So not very dependable, but I understand what the workplace capability is of being dependable, and I try to do my best to do it. The workplace capability I chose was problem solving, and the way I had to problem solve after my military commitments, my work commitments, and then family commitments, and then trying to still do school, I had to choose quite a bit of what I can do and can't do. So some things had to go by the wayside that I actually wanted to do, and some things I wanted to do with my family, I could not do. But that's what school is, and I'm looking forward to finishing up here shortly, get my associate's degree. So appreciate everything you've taught me in this class, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.